Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of my podcast series, which is on What is No Contact For? My podcasts are designed to help you thrive after your breakup. As ever, please like and subscribe as it would really help me out. I am on other platforms which are more visual. The links are in the description below, but for YouTube, I like to adopt a podcast feel. So sit back, listen, and enjoy, and of course, please leave your comments below. So I am Marcos, and I am not an expat coach. Instead, I help people navigate their post-breakup healing journey in a healthy and secure way. For this episode, I just want to discuss what no contact is for. But let's get straight to the point as to what no contact is not for. Well, it is not a strategy to win your ex back. So no contact, first and foremost, is for you and only about you. Yes, of course, it's all about recognizing your own value, your self-worth, and getting back your self-respect and self-love. However, in this podcast, I will briefly explain the inner work you will need to do and the skills you will learn during no contact, so you can really appreciate that no contact is for you and is not to get your ex back. It is doing this inner work that will make the difference between just surviving a breakup and thriving after your breakup. As I always say, you can have the most amazing glow up, have the greatest post-breakup physique, but it will mean absolutely nothing if you do not do the inner work. So no contact creates the required space and emotional distance between you and your ex. So why do we need this space? Well, following your breakup, you're going to have to heal. And you cannot heal in the same environment that hurt you. So you need the physical and emotional distance from your ex. Look, I'm not saying your ex is a bad person. Well, I don't know your ex. But the space allows you to break the connection, break the addiction. So each time you reach out to your ex or you respond to their breadcrumbs, you are setting back your healing journey. You are returning to a place of emotional chaos and you will just feel pain and hurt. Therefore, you need to stop that self-inflicted suffering. Anyways, what do I mean by inner work? Well, you're going to need the space in no contact maybe to seek therapy. Maybe to address any insecure attachment styles you may have. Or perhaps any previous traumas that crept into your last relationship. Again, no one is perfect. Remember, insecure attachment styles are learned behavior, so they can be unlearned. So unlearn them during no contact. That is inner work. You may also need therapy to assist you with your current mental health. My job is to provide you with a roadmap to get you unstuck and move forward, and to hear you vent about your ex. But that's okay. You need to talk these things out. If you want to have a healthy relationship in the future, all of these issues will need to be resolved during no contact, especially any insecure attachment style you may have. That's the inner work. You are going to need the space and distance in no contact to honestly, and I mean honestly, self-reflect on your part in the breakup. After all, a relationship is 50-50, right? You will use the space in no contact to consolidate on the things you did well and work on the things you did not do so well on. You are going to need the space and distance in no contact to reflect on your ex and the relationship as a whole. This will help you analyze the past with confidence and learn from it, and take forward any learnings into any new relationship. These will not be one-off exercises, but a continuous process as you feel your emotions. And you will use journaling for this. This will be a very healthy habit for you to cultivate and contribute to your progress and self-growth. During a breakup, you are going to experience deep, intense emotions such as grief, fear, anger, anxiety, and disbelief. The space in no contact is going to be your friend to process these emotions. It will allow you to feel those emotions. And you must never feel guilty for feeling your emotions. You are going to use no contact to develop emotional discipline. You are going to learn to stop, breathe, think, and, if appropriate, react. But you will end up not reacting as you move towards emotional resilience. I'm not saying you are going to turn into a robot during no contact, but you will base your decisions from a logical point of view rather than an emotional point of view. With no contact, you are going to learn to establish and uphold your boundaries, especially with your ex. Remember, with no contact, you are communicating to your ex through silence what behaviours you will and will not tolerate. However, in no contact, you need to maintain a very firm, very strict boundary that it is your ex's responsibility to attempt to fix what they broke. So you never ever reach out regarding a possible reconciliation. Learning to establish and uphold boundaries is a healthy, secure skill you will take forward into any new relationship, whether that is with your ex or someone else. Establishing boundaries and upholding them is telling the other person what you need and don't need, what you want and don't want from a relationship. This is secure and healthy behaviour. No contact, trust me, this is going to be one of the most difficult things you are going to do. I've been there and it's brutal. Everything in your instincts, brain, heart, even your hormones is telling you to reach out to your ex, but you have to resist, and resist you will. But I'll tell you this from experience, that with each passing moment, maintaining no contact and doing the inner work, you are getting stronger. You are more stronger and more determined than you think. But it will be one of the most character-defining moments of your life. And once you complete your healing journey, and complete it you will gain so much confidence and strength. Okay, now for the fun and exciting part of no contact. And yes, I'm being serious. No contact can actually be quite exciting. During no contact, you must rediscover yourself. Look, we all lose ourselves in relationships, but now you are free. So now is the time to go back to who you were. But during no contact, you are going to rebuild yourself and discover a new you. It is now the time to use all that spare love and energy to make new connections, experience new things, set new goals, and celebrate progress. Remember, there is nothing more attractive than progress. And you are going to change your mindset and your mentality to be one of abundance. So what is no contact? Well, I'm sure you've read up on it or viewed countless videos online. But in summary, you do not initiate contact with your ex, and you give them the breakup they wanted. So they receive none of your energy and attention, and you do not seek out information about your ex. So therefore, no social media snooping. I know that can be very hard. So, how long for? Well, this is simple. No contact is forever. You see, no contact is not a strategy or a tactic to get your ex back. It's a lifestyle, mainly one of learning, rediscovering yourself and progressing. The position you want to say eventually is that I am not in no contact with my ex. I am thriving without my ex. Therefore, it's none of this 7, 21, 30-day no contact, then reach out with a handwritten letter. Or if the month ends in a Y, you break it on the second Sunday at 17 minutes past 3 with a pre-prepared text. No contact is forever. As my mum always says, only prisoners count the days, and you are free. You are free because no contact is for you to heal. You have all the time in the world to heal. And that is the only objective for no contact. So take your time. Now, there is one exception here to this forever rule. And that is, you stay in no contact with your ex until they reach out in a way which you feel is significant and genuine. At the end of the day, you will be the judge of what is significant and genuine, and you are in control of that. If you're open to a dialogue with your ex, and if that dialogue leads to successful reconciliation, then happy days. However, you are still well within your rights to shut down the dialogue in a secure and healthy manner at any given time. As you know, I am not an expat coach, but for those of you who are hoping for their ex to return, and hope always dies last, or you're at least open to reconciliation, you must still do no contact. I know it's hard, but you tried words and that got you nowhere. So try silence. You literally have nothing to lose. Look, your ex needs to experience the consequences of the breakup. One of those consequences is that they no longer have access to you. So reaching out and making yourself available will only delay your ex's path through their own breakup journey. But as a gentle reminder, your ex going through this journey is not within your control. What is within your control is the inner work I mentioned before. You need to do that for yourself and not for your ex. And if you do that, well, you might not want your ex back if they come back. However, as a warning, if you do not do the inner work, then if your ex does come back, then they might not like what they see, as you've not changed. But hey, you could risk not doing the inner work and reconcile. But let me tell you now that any reconciliation is doomed to failure, as you have not worked on anything, and you will be back online looking at expat content, or even worse, those online tarot card readers at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who always seem to be true, by the way, in a spooky kind of way. So drop a comment on your no contact experiences, or indeed online tarot card readings. But before I go, I just want to say that during no contact, stay strong and do the inner work. You're going to have good days and bad days, but don't beat yourself up about it and be kind on yourself. Thank you for listening, and if you are listening to this before you go to bed, good night and sleep well. Remember, no matter how bad you feel, the sun will still rise tomorrow.